Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, coming at you with a viewer submitted battle for the Great League, the Breeman 92. So thank you for the submission. This was done earlier in the season. I've got a lot in the submission box I have not gotten around to, so I thought I'd get around to a couple of these since it is Great League and Element Cup. So let's showcase some Great League's teams. Stunfisk, Walrein, Talonflame, and the first thing that caught me, I'm like, Stunfisk is interesting because a lot of people, I always say build for the core of what you're seeing, and you see a lot of let's just look at this team in terms of the core for Great League. You see a lot of Walrein, right? So you're on Walrein. Talonflame can do okay, and Stunfisk, same thing. Okay, it's weak against Ice too, but you got Thundershocks, Discharge there's for the Walrein. So yeah, got that coverage. Uh, Trevenant, your Stunfisk will get lit up, but your Walrein Talonflame should cover that. Your Bastiodon, your backline Talonflame specifically is weak to Bastiodon, like it's double weak to Rock, and then your Walrein is also weak to Rock, but Stunfisk is such a hard answer for that. So I'm guessing this may be sort of a ABB style team. I'm not sure how they're going to run this because you're double weak to Rock in the back and you're double weak to what was the second thing? Electric in the back, which Stunfisk resists both. So that's a good pairing if you want to run that style. My initial thought is like, what if you have a Swampert lead? Because your Stunfisk is useless and your Talonflame is almost useless as well. So you can't go into your Walrein right away because if they get out, then you're in trouble. So I don't know if that scenario comes up in this case, but that's what I would watch out for. So Politoed, you're both doing super effective with each other because you're half rock. So the weather ball's doing super effective to you. The mud bomb's doing super effective for you because you're electric. These weather balls hit okay, not as much as you think it would. Going for the discharge here. I don't think this will take it out either, but it looks like you could survive another weather ball probably. Yeah, you may want to shield just in case it may put you like in mud shot range. And you probably get a second discharge off here. The question is, are they going to double shield and force you to shield? And then does it just try to shake them out? So they do not, and that does not take them out. So good catch. Yeah. Heads up play there to try and catch that because you knew that another weather ball was coming. And now you can maybe pull something out and it's a dugong. Okay, so that's interesting. It's like a worse version of this, and I don't know why they're coming in dugong because dugong has nothing to throw here. Icy winds or water pulse. What's the water move? Water pulse? I forget what the water move is, but they're just gonna lower your attack like 3 times and then just try and outmuscle you here. This earthquake again, we already saw one isn't gonna take you out, and so this one won't take it out either because your attack's lowered. But you've got to be taking this switch. So the question is, do you want to try and build up a bit? So there comes the water move. It is water pulse. You're going to give up switch again. Yeah, they're double weak to what is this team? Their team is double weak to electric already. Didn't know what their count was at. I don't know what their count was at. So just take this out. Out comes the Politoed. You gotta, yeah, if you're going to come into the full farm down like that to come out with a move, you gotta shield this one up. I don't mind that. Like I did this constantly, just shield, farm down, come out with a move. Crobat, you're triple weak to electric team. Okay, 2200 range. Won't totally fault them, but you should probably know not to go to triple E to electric. Although, for the record, there's not a ton of electric in the Great League right now. Like, Stunfisk, people mostly just use Stunfisk in general, as opposed to Unova Stunfisk. And then, what other electrics do you see in the Great League? Not, oh, was this last season? I just saw the battle in the go with the. So this may be last season. I'm really behind on. I know I have like 35 submissions, but I'm just always trying to keep up with mine. So this is a terrible lead. So you got to get out. Walrein is your safe swap. That is expected. Deox. This is tough lead, tough swap so far. Rock Slide or Thunderbolt's gonna be super effective. You're just trying to do as much chip damage as you can in this scenario. Going for the shield, assuming that you can maybe grab a shield back and take it down to the one shield. I always say take it down to the one shield if you can. This won't take it out, and if they know that, they may let this go. Yeah, and now they can probably still get 2 moves. So you got either double shield. You are going to double shield. Okay, which, I mean, when you have a Talonflame, I mean, Talonflame's still neutral to it, but you have such a hard loss in the lead. Plus, you're still going to get some chipped here, right? So not a terrible idea. Good read on your opponent so far coming back in here, too. Knowing that they likely know that you have something hard going to come in here. Still, resisted weather balls aren't going to do anything to you. So icicle spear is doing neutral because of the grass. So this will do okay chip damage. You already got one shield too. So Walrein obviously doing Walrein stuff, putting in work. Talonflame is going to come in here. I would expect them to maybe, depending on how much energy they have, throw a move and then bail. Oh yeah, they got to throw a move and then bail. Second incinerate went through. That should register on them. Oh, and it's the Sylveon in the back. So going straight for the nuke here. Trying to grab that last shield or do a bunch of chip damage. Does all the chip damage. Never bait. Easy farm down there. So good job getting out of it. Double shielding there. Yep, that's I like that's an option. When you're so beaten so hard, fighting for switch there, double shielding is not the worst case scenario. Swampert, there you go. So you're lucky that you had such an amazing lead there, because there's your Swampert, but it's matched up against the Walrein, which is not a good matchup for the Swampert, obviously. Gonna shield it, assuming they're gonna go Earthquake. They do bait at Hydro Cannon. Um, so you're okay, I think still. You can definitely take one Earthquake or Sludge, whatever they have. It's only gonna take one more Icicle Spear. You can live this if you want. There's the Sludge. You're probably in Hydro range now, so you gotta get this off. They're either gonna let this. Yeah, I was about to say they're gonna try and. I think you need to shield and farm. Yeah, you need to fight for switch. You can't let your Talonflame see the Bastion. So this is a good fight for switch here. Plus you're gonna have a move. Bastion's gonna come back in and just destroy you. Are you gonna get to move? No. You could have done chip damage there. I maybe just would have thrown it. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter in the ending. Theirs is a Swampert, Venusaur, Bastion. Try and flip switch with a Swampert, I guess. Um, yeah, still gonna add up, but it doesn't matter. Once you get your Unova Stunfisk, there's absolutely zero that they can throw on you being a ground. Will we get another move off? Yeah, just chip it. No, it doesn't matter. This game's over anyways. They'll just make it a little quicker. Now you can mud bomb this down. How long is it gonna take? Bastion XL, still probably gonna take like 2 or 3. Okay, just 2. And everything's resisted here. It's not even gonna put you at half health. Is Flamethrower not resisted? Is that neutral? Do I not know? Is fire neutral against ground? Maybe. I'm only used to Swampert, but Swampert resists because it's water. Anyways, Deox here. I'm gonna look it up after. I need my sheet. I don't have it on me right now. I have a sheet that actually tells me all the strengths and weaknesses. Someone always corrects me in the comments too. Anyways, this is actually where you want to see it because they can only throw the Psycho Boosts, but they're gonna go back to back here. I think you just have to let it go and see what comes in here. Oh, and it's an Azu. Okay, so I would go double discharge and then bail into your Walrein. Yeah, okay, got one. Yep, got one shield, did some chip damage, and now it's basically not fully in earthquake range. You can shield here too if you want. It does about 50%, just under 50. Like I wouldn't mind using a shield there just because now this isn't gonna take it out, I don't think. And now it puts you in bait range. Not that I think they're gonna get to another move, but they could easily bait with an ice beam there if they wanted, because knowing that you're gonna do it, or bank the energy. Um, because you threw those moves, just now get the farm. If they're smart, they just throw the Psycho Boost. Yep. At this point, you let it go, and I think you probably get a hit on energy on Talonflame. Yeah, that's what I would do too. Could be Rock Slide, and it's still gonna hurt. Yeah, I think you have to, unfortunately, because it's still gonna hurt even though it's resisted. I can see my there. Okay, come on, camera. Okay, Walrein in the back here. If they're smart, they let this go because one Brave Bird probably doesn't take it out. And yeah, so they know it's going to be a flame charge. Tried to catch. I saw that. One Icicle Spear is not going to take you out. Um, I think you throw the flame charge here. Do you just switch right away or do you just force them to throw their move? Trying to catch here? No, not going to happen. Yeah, it was a tricky situation. They're going to get to a move here. It was a tricky situation there. Like the Deox on the lead is tough because it's the counter still do neutral and then throwing double psycho boost is going to force you there. And then there's not much you can do trying to work around the back end though. So they got to switch out because it's a terrible lead. So, like, okay, I love that instantaneous swap. This is when I talk about like the good players. No, as soon as you see this, you have to instant go into that. That's perfect. Registry on the lead. You had such a good lead. You know they're swapping out. You're looking top right corner. You saw a Sableye. You immediately swapped in without them even like getting a beat there. So you'll take either shield advantage or switch advantage. Yeah, they may and farm down. That's what I would do too to try and flip switch because you have such a bad matchup there. You could get ahead on the talonflame though, or you're just gonna come back in here and not show the move. Okay, you're gonna have to shield up one anyways. I would just throw immediately because I would not want them to take another foul play unnecessarily if I don't have to. So good throw right away. What is in the back? What is in the back that they're coming Registeel here? What are they doing? I mean, Focus Blast will still do neutral. Zap Cannon's resisted. What are they doing? Zap Cannon's double resisted. Double resisted or triple resisted? Because you're electric and ground. What are they doing? Okay, this game's probably over if they're throwing resisted zap cannons at you and coming back in here in a terrible matchup. What is in the back? You're just going to reset automatically? Yeah, I guess that doesn't matter too much because you can just get to Brave Bird here. I don't think one move takes you out. One Ice Beam takes you out. But I guess it's not worth the risk. Now they can maybe just try and go for the full farm down here. No, not going to get it. So they're going to have to throw. And then Unova Stunfisk is just so spammy. It's a resistant player off, so I don't know why they threw that either. This game's over. Yeah, you're just going to really outspam here. Azu in the back. I think with an Azu in the back, you have to come in Azu, even into a loaded. Is you're not loaded Stunfisk. You're again, maybe he's not running Ice Beam, but Bubble is super effective and Ice Beam is super effective. So why are you coming in with your Registeel? I don't know. Anyways, it's a 4-1. Saw the non-legendary encounter here. 4,500 dust. 4,500? How many times? 4,500? How much is that for a win? Is it like 5 times dust? 4 times dust? Okay, anyways. Thanks for this mission. Again, I like the team idea. I think like it has like Swampert on the lead. I think it's just like an auto loss. I don't know how you get out of that. But I like, you're covering your Trevenant, you're covering your Walrein to a certain extent, you're covering we saw Azu's a couple times. You cover that to a certain extent. I'm trying to think what else is meta in the Great League. Deox is a bit of a problem, quite honestly, too. Like Stunfisk has the best matchup against Deox. I mean, they're gonna throw Psycho Boost and Bail, but Rock Slide and Thunder Bolts are resisted, so that's not bad. They're just gonna throw Psycho Boost. And then what else is in the meta? I forget what else is in the meta, but anyways, thanks for this mission. If you have any other submissions, please submit below. If I don't get to them soon, I will eventually. Like this is many, many months ago, but I got to it. I always go back and check, and some of them have already like removed the videos by then, which is fair. You don't need to keep them in your box for like four months. That is it. So thanks for the submission. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.